Hey guys, today I'm gonna show you the second bell tower. This is a bit harder than the first one, and well, to be honest, for me it was a lot more difficult. It took me about 10 tries to finish it without dying, and the first bell tower only took me 2 tries, but that's alright, I did want this one to be a bit harder. Anyway, let's enter the building. This tower has basically the same layout as the first one. The only difference, except all the levels of course, are that you start from the bottom and aim for the top. I like completing the whole tower without dying as an extra challenge, but if you want to try it one level at a time, there are beds in between the levels that you can use to get a quick respawn. There are also chests with food spread throughout the tower that you can take if you would run out. Anyway, let's jump into the first level. As you can see, the first level is just a brick house with 3 doors. Just enter one of them, it doesn't really matter. Inside the house there's a bunch of rooms, and only a couple of them will have a ladder that leads to the next floor. Obviously I know which room to go for, but for some reason I had some brain lag at the start, so I went into the wrong one. Sometimes this place is crowded with mobs, but I was lucky this time because most of them seem to have despawned. Anyways, you just have to keep going through the doors and eventually you will find the ladders and reach next level. This level is only really a challenge if there's a bunch of mobs running around in the small corridors and rooms, so definitely a cakewalk this time. The second level is a lot more bright and colorful. Well, it's definitely the most colorful level in this tower. I used different colored concrete bricks and just created pillars of different heights. You can try and climb the pillars and jump in between them, or you can navigate around them on the floor. Both tactics work. I'm pretty sure you can't even die on this level, so this one might be a bit too easy for this tower, but that's fine, because there are some other levels that are maybe a bit too tough for medium difficulty anyway. Okay, this one is not much harder. You just have to jump from platform to platform, and if you fail, you can just go back and try again. As I sadly had to do here. And again, god, I'm so bad at this. Mobs should be able to spawn in the corners of this level, but I have not actually seen any in my previous attempts, so that might not be true. Moving on. This one is completely random if it's going to be hard or not. This time it was easy peasy, because the enemy mobs spawned at the base of the pyramid. But if the mobs spawn at the top of the pyramid instead, they will have the high ground, and you know what that means.
You underestimate my power.
On the 5th level I wanted to try some basic redstone stuff. You know, click on a button here and a block appears there. So definitely no crazy redstone mechanics. I am definitely going to make another redstone level in the future, but not until I've gotten a lot better at it. The arrow there is the only thing that can actually kill you on this level, so this one is quite easy as well. Devilish red going on here. Anyway, you just have to go straight forward and hop on the red block and start following the path around and around all the way until the end. I added a zombie spawner in here to try and add some kind of difficulty, but it seems like most of the time they just fall down while I'm on the wall. I first thought of adding a skeleton spawner instead, but that would maybe have been a bit too hard since it's quite easy to fall down from the wall. And this tower is only medium difficulty, so I'm probably going to stick with the zombies. Sometimes though, skeletons spawn on their own in here, and that makes things a lot more annoying. Maze time! I'm not sure why I went with these birch walls, it just reminds me of the classic cow collar or something. Anyway, I had to add a torch in here because some of the earlier runs I did, it was crowded with skeletons. And there is no good way to dodge the arrows in here, so I added one torch and now almost nothing spawns instead, which isn't necessarily too good. But every other run I did earlier, this level had some zombies or skeletons, so that should balance things out. I don't think anyone will complete this maze as fast as I did anyway, so it's probably only a good thing that there aren't a lot of enemies running around. Now we have arrived at one of the bit cooler levels. As you can see, you start at the bottom of the ocean, well, a puddle in this case I guess. And in the middle we have a ship that is still floating even though it's been damaged. The ship is full of water, which slows you down quite a bit, but that's fine as long as there's no enemies around. The deck is full of holes, so you have to watch your step. Or you can fail like me and have to get back up. Now just climb the mast all the way to the top. And jump to the other mast, and eventually you will reach the safe door. Okay, this one is most likely the hardest level, if there are spiders or skeletons around. The design is super easy, but can be brutal if you get hit by any attack. You just have to jump from ledge to ledge. But this is still the biggest reason why I had to do this tower over 10 times. And I didn't struggle this time, because there's no spiders, which is just very lucky. Almost every other time I got this far, there were a spider waiting for me at the top of the ladder. At the end of this video, I'm gonna show you a couple of clips of me dying to spiders and other shenanigans. This is the final level. I did die here a couple of times as well, but that was mostly because I'm not very good at parkour. You have to climb this large tree, jumping from branch to branch until you reach the top. And if you climb high enough and fail, you will die from fall damage. And sometimes, as you can see, there are skeletons firing arrows at you, and that can be quite annoying when you're so close to the finish line. After you reach the safe door, you have now completed Battletower number 2. To find the exit, you just have to drop down and fall all the way back down into the water. Follow the tunnel until you reach the beds. And now you're free to exit the building. Anyway guys, now I'm gonna show you some of the clips of me dying in my previous attempts. Enjoy! Get out of my way! What? Okay, let's just jump here. No! No, stay away from me, you filth. Oh, come on. Okay, let's just push you down. No, not another one! Be gone! Wait, what? Go, 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 oh. Okay, that's going to be it for this video. I'm already working on Battletower number 3, which is going to be hard difficulty, and I'm gonna need some inspiration, so please leave a comment with a suggestion for what a level could be. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and bye!